Constantino, pound for pound.
And lastly, Justin, what'd you make of the exhibition match? Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul this past Sunday?
Just like everyone else, not much. It's embarrassing. So, I mean, you know, it's two things. We're in show business.
Yeah.
And Floyd's selling a show, and you know, he made a lot of money, and you know, in boxing sense, not good for boxing.
Why is that?
I mean, you know, Floyd should have. I mean, I don't expect the 47-pounder to knock out a 200-pound guy.
Yeah, he was a cruiserweight.
But I expect the 47-pounder of Floyd's status, or anyone else, or Thurmans, or Porters, or Spanish, to beat the living shit out of someone like Logan Paul. Just through pure experience, and to make him realize that he was in there with a legend or a champion. I don't expect the knockout because he's a big guy and he's not, you know, he came to fight. And I expected a little more out of Floyd. It's disappointing.
Mike Tyson said, Mayweather, what are you doing? You should be fighting Pacquiao. I want to see that fight next.
Yeah. He's avoided Manny. Manny's gone on and fought a lot of great fighters and champions and stuff, so Manny doesn't need Floyd. I don't know if Floyd needs Manny. Manny sure doesn't need Floyd.
Lastly, what do you make of Floyd saying, like, Manny still needs to fight, and, you know, I'm just doing this because I want to get a paycheck?
Manny wants to fight. Manny's running for president. I mean, Manny loves to fight. That's the difference between Floyd's probably over it now. But Manny actually loves the sport. He loves training and he loves fighting. That's the difference between Pacquiao and a whole bunch of other guys. He still freaking loves it 100%, which is crazy.
Right.
He really does enjoy the sport.
Usually, after like 10, 15 years, guys get burned out, or they just...
Oh, big time. But he, you know, his last training camp, he's jumping over. He says, you know, how's he doing? He says, I love this. He says, I love it. He just loves boxing.
I remember for the Keith Thurman one, they had to beg him, hey, please stop, you're doing too much.
We pulled him back a lot. I mean, I've stopped pulling him back since Matisse in Malaysia and that. Just to pull him back because he has a tendency to overtrain. And, you know, just save it. Use your experience. And we've been doing very, very well since then.
What's your favorite victory with Pacquiao? Because you've had a lot.
There's tons. All of them. They're all good. It just surprises the hell out of you. So, you know, they're all good. I mean, you know, their fights are good. So even in these losses, they're still great fights. So.
Constantino Garcia here for Little Giant Boxing. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow me on social media at Constantino Garcia.